7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello and welcome to RWR, where we test real cars in real world situations. I'm your host Ipileng Ntuba, and on today's episode we have featured the W204 C Class. What does this car mean to me? Well, this car means a lot, this car and Gran Turismo are actually the reasons why I love the C63 so much. I remember as a 10-year-old kid playing Gran Turismo for hours and just going to the Mercedes dealership and seeing the C63, which looked like my dad's car, but it looked cooler. It had 4 exhaust, had a 6.2, 6.3 for some of you out there, liter V8. It was really crazy, man. So this car, for me personally, I've always felt like it was the right amount of comfort and sport. Even with the design, the C63 had a much more aggressive face to this. Yes, it also had the extended wheel arches just like this one, but that one was way more aggressive. The tail, the fog lamps actually are outside of the lower part of the grille. I love this design. Why do I love this design? Well, it's a very German design. All of the lines connect very smoothly around the car. For example, there's a line that starts at the back of the car below the shoulder line. It starts and it gradually goes down to the tire, and then we have the shoulder line, which then starts from the rear window and slowly goes down until it reaches here by the front headlamps. Once it gets to the front headlamps, it continues typical German design. It continues and everything is heading towards the grille. We can see even with the lower part of the grille, everything is heading to the front. It has this very sleek design, like this car is moving even when it's still. This is just how beautiful the design is. Even on the bonnet, we have these two bulging, these two lines that somehow connect to the mirror, and they all coming down. Everything is going towards the grille. Moving on to the side, this car has coil springs, so it has a sporty suspension, which explains why it is so low in front. At the back, it's much higher, so this car has a very nose heavy look. It's ready for everything. Things I don't like about it, well, I like that it's low, but then I feel like it's too low, because like the grill down there tends, not the grill, my bad, this part down here tends to scratch a lot. But besides that, I really love this car. I love how the chrome really works with this color. This car is 12 years old, and in my eyes personally, it's still a classic because of the color. I'm not usually a fan of chrome, but it seems to work really well with this color. Moving on to the back, there's this design language that they do. I've seen BMW do it as well, where the line of the boot would start towards, like, at the end of the headlamp, and it would slowly go up and connect to the other one, which is on the left or the right, depending where you're looking. And Mercedes just made this work, because what's different about this one is that line at the back connects both headlamps, but then it turns when it gets to the side, and it slowly comes down to the side. It's a very, very, very beautiful car. I won't lie to you. It looks sporty but elegant also. I feel like they really, really got this really nice. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, you find me inside the W204, and this is my driving position. It's a very, very low driving position. Why? Well, because this car is very low, and I love to feel low with it. It has a very sports car feel to it. So me being this low, I get a good feel of the car and where the tires are, despite the fact that the tires are really, far apart. Okay, not far apart, but they're really far out from me. So yeah, when I'm sitting like this, I get a really, nice. All I see is dashboard and road and just focus. So it's a very low. In terms of interior quality, well, this was back in 2010, so there's a lot of sorry, my bad. There's a lot of hard plastics all over, especially down here in the cabin. But there's fair bit of leather as well. It's showing its age, but for me, since I've known this car all my life, it's still the same. Nothing has changed. And yeah, it's still amazing. It's still beautiful color combinations of the aluminium and this. It's still great. It still works out very well. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you join me now with my special guest, Tepang Ntuba. This is my younger brother. Say hi to the people, Manoni.
Hi,
Tell them about yourself. Who is Tepang?
I am Teban in Tuba. When I grow up, I'm gonna be a fundraiser.
He wants to be a Formula 1 driver. Yeah, he really loves cars. So yeah, I thought I'd take him out for a drive and we'll test out the acceleration, the handling, you know, the coilovers, how stiff they are, how, you know, the comfort ride is. And currently, I've slapped this thing into comfort, you know. This car has anti-roll bars, number one, first things first, and coilovers. That's why it's so low. So already, you can tell that it has some sporty suspension. It has gas dampers, you know. So in terms of comfort, they're trying their best. You know, they're trying their best, but you can tell that the body is quite stiff, and it was made for, you know, sporty driving. The gearbox, it's smooth in automatic, you know. If you just let things go, it's smooth. Manoni, what do you feel right now?
I feel the road is a bit bumpy, but when you get on the soft road, it's a bit smooth.
So it gets smooth on small roads, eh?
Yes.
Yeah, but sometimes on, like, because it gets pretty bumpy on bumpy roads, right?
Yes.
You know. But yeah, we're gonna slap it in manual. We're gonna put the gearbox in manual and test its responsiveness, you know. And I just shifted to second actually. Okay, so this gearbox, it's instant, but not really at the same time, because I just slid this thing into gear 3, and it gave me the gear, but it didn't give me like boom same time. Here it is, you know. It gives it to you, but then there's a sort of a small delay, very small delay. Currently we cannot do sports driving because we are on public roads, but I will find a much quieter place and we'll try sporty driving, and we'll see how the gearbox handles sporty driving. Until speed. We'll have to reshoot this episode, that wasn't the one.